It's 8:43. One of the people who knew Marilyn Monroe best is Yves Montand. In 1960, 2 years before Marilyn died, they starred together in the movie Let's Make Love. He will be in New York beginning September 1st for 2 weeks of appearances at the Metropolitan Opera House, but this morning he is joining us live from Paris. And good morning, Mr. Montand.
Good morning.
Your relationship with Marilyn was both professional and personal. You knew her very well. You were close with her to the end of her life. Now, as you look back, what do you remember most about her?
Well, I think I'm a very bad judge talking about Marilyn Monroe because I'm going to say something very banal. I like her very, very much. And for me, she was somebody very exceptional. And also I have to tell something that I never said before. She helped me a lot when I arrived in Hollywood. I didn't say one word of English. And still my English is very approximative. I do the best that I can. And especially now what my Minister of Culture said about America, I'm going to learn very, very well my English. But this is a pair. What I want to say is that for me was somebody, we got a very fantastic relationship in the fact that she came and I came in what I said very low classes in the society. And this probably make together in the good way to be a very, very good friend and to be to have a very tender relationship. And it's difficult for me to talk about this. You imagine why? Not because I want to be hypocrite. And I try to be the most sincere that I can do. And I came today because for 20 years I refused to talk about Marilyn officially, I mean, because I hearing and I read so unbelievable, awful, incredible things that make me mad. Today what I want to say about Marilyn is very simple. Marilyn is suffering by one thing for her. Was she want to be a dramatic artist. She want to play drama or maybe a tragedy. And she knew very well that with this kind of beautiful but small voice, it was difficult for her to do this. And she was very intelligent, more than intelligent for me. She was, what I said, a good sense, bon sens. And she was, inside her feeling, what a feeling like a child have, with something very rare for a human being, with this fantastic, wonderful body. I would say not completely perfect, and thanks for her, but wonderful, and they make me, all over the people around the world, mad about her.
Do you think as her career progressed that she became more and more a prisoner of that image?
Yes, and she knew very well. She wasn't fooled about it. She knew perfectly well she had to play Marilyn Monroe in Marilyn Monroe. But deeply, secrètement, she wanted to be...
Taken seriously?
That's it. One day, she wanted to ask to play the brother of Karamazov, because she said she wanted to try to do it. And she knew something was stop her, was her voice. But for me, she was more than an actress. And not only for me, I think for 1,000 millions of people. The only thing I'm very happy about, the relationship we got together, it was that I make her laughing often. And when, believe me, when Marilyn laughs, it means something.
Were you surprised then by the way it all ended?
I was surprised.
Were you surprised?
Well, I knew she... Yes, I was in Japan at that time. I make a movie with Shirley MacLaine, and I talked with her on the telephone 2 or 3 times. I knew she was sad, but sometimes Marilyn, she was like this, you know, like everyone, I suppose, but for her, she was very deep sad. When she was sad, she was very, very sad. And probably, like the other man said a little while ago, she doesn't suicide herself. I think it was really an accident. She took too much pills for sleeping, and as you know, if you take 2 more, it can be a danger. And, well, what I can say else? Like everything, everybody think about it. Last night I eat with very two young people, older, 20 years old, and they said for me, very strange, because we born in 1960 and 61. And for us, Marilyn disappeared. I mean, Marilyn grew up with us. He's a part of our life, and it's difficult for us to admit it, then she died.
And this morning we are remembering her 20 years later, and we do thank you for joining us from Paris.